Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to grow an Australian tree fern in a pot, and I've got a 1 foot specimen here. Well, it's probably a little bit larger than that, but that's what it was sold as. So it's got the tag on there so you know it's being collected sustainably. So yeah, let's pot this up. Okay, so I've selected a pot to use. And the width is quite important for tree ferns because they have a shallow root system. So if you have a choice, go for a wider rather than a taller pot. And you can actually see some roots on this one if I zoom in for you guys. So that's actually a root just here that's just started to grow, and there's another one just on the left there. So they will actually form quite a dense mat of roots once they are in the ground or in a pot. And like I say, they are quite shallow rooted, so that's why the width of the pot is quite important if you plan on keeping it in a pot long term. The compost I'm going to use is a peat-free multi-purpose that also I've put some perlite into, and the reason for that is just because we are going to have to compact the compost quite a bit to help the tree ferns stand up in the pot. The perlite will help to make sure the compost is still aerated and also provide better drainage, but will also hold on to some moisture as well. Okay, so we've got some compost in the pot ready, and the next thing is to decide how deep to actually plant the tree fern. So a rough guide is between 4 and 8 inches. So my little finger is about 4 inches long, so you're going to want to plant it at least with around this much trunk in the actual compost, but you could go further if you wanted to. If the tree fern's larger, then I would recommend going a bit deeper just to help with stability, unless you are going to provide a sturdy stake for it. So because this does already have a frond, you can see it does want to fall over straight away because it's very top heavy, and it is just that one frond, which means all the weight is going on that one side of the tree fern. So what I'm going to do is use just a couple of bamboo canes just to help support that side of the tree fern, and then we are going to pack the compost into that side as well just to provide additional support. Okay, so the tree fern is now potted up, and you can see I've just supported it using those 2 bamboo canes there just to support that side, and they won't be needed once it does fully root into the compost. It will be able to support itself, but it is just because that frond is quite large and is providing quite a bit of weight to that side of the tree fern. So I might even support that frond just while it roots in the pot. So the last thing you can do is just tidy it up a bit if it's looking a bit worse for wear. So there's just this frond here. You can just remove this old piece of base of the frond just hanging off there. So just taking that off just to make it look a little bit neater. So it's been 2 months since we potted this tree fern, and I'm happy to say it is doing very well. So if we just look at the fronds there, and you can see the original one on the right that it had in the last clip, and you've got 3 new ones that have emerged. So they can be happy in a pot in the short term, but in the longer term it is much better to get them into the ground. So one issue I've noticed is it's actually not level at the top. So if you see where the crown is, that's actually an angle, which is not ideal because it means that as the trunk continues to grow, it will have a weird shape to it. So you want to make sure when you plant it in the ground or in a larger container to make sure the top's completely level. So you want to plant it so that the top's level, so this angle here would be pretty much perfect. So you can see, just ignore where the pot's level and just concentrate on the actual tree fern itself. So that is how I will plant that into the ground. And I've just noticed, if you look into the crown, then you can actually see another frond about to emerge. So it looks quite fluffy, and that's what they look like when they first begin to emerge. And it's surprising just how quick they do come up, and it's not long before you have one of these giant fronds, which is why we grow them. Okay then guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video about how to care for a tree fern that's in a pot. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you again soon.